tell us how you made that transition. You left trading to financial software that you were selling, as you said, for FactSet. And then how did you build the business from there? Where did the idea? Because I think the idea is fantastic. Because I'm in the camp that the large wirehouses provide little to no value in general. Generally speaking, there's one or two guys in every firm that does a great job, but it's difficult because that guy can only handle so much in business, and he's not going to take every mom and pop. So, one of the things that I think you try to do is your platform tries to bring ideas and managers to the forefront of the masses. So how did you go about creating FCX and then switching to SX, excuse me, and then transferring it to Ching?
So I think it initially started as I wanted to create kind of an arena where I could prove to my parents or whatever that my parents had a lot of their money with the local financial advisor in Glen Ellen, Illinois, who just didn't do so. I bought some mutual funds that they really just never did anything, and I always told my mom, you should. They're ripping you off. They're charging you fees on top of fees, and there really hadn't been any innovation in the mutual fund industry in over 25 years. So while I was at FactSet, I with a friend of mine I had grown up with, said, let's create an investing talent marketplace originally on Facebook because I just thought that there would be a lot of people that would take on to that because there's so many people on Facebook, and they did. And then once it started getting going, I realized I really had something here. So then I realized, what it ultimately started as a hobby for me, I knew I could turn into a business, and you kind of get that feeling. And so then I always read, the venture capital and entrepreneur blogs, and I came across Mark Andreessen's blog one day, and he was talking about Andy Ratcliffe, who was co-founder of Benchmark Capital, who had backed many of Mark Andreessen's companies, and he seemed like a great guy. Right. So I thought, hey, what the hell, why not contact him? So I contacted Andy, and kind of the rest is history. We kind of joined together. I moved out to Silicon Valley, and Andy's been instrumental in getting engineering and technology talent and the venture capital side of things, and he also sits on the Penn Endowment Board, so kind of brought the perspective of how to pick an investment manager, and I kind of had the big idea.
So you guys, what year did you take money from Benchmark?
Some founding partners at Benchmark invested in
pitching. And are you still the controlling founder of the company?
Yeah, so there's some people with some different ownerships, but I still have a nice piece.
Okay, so tell us what the product does. Give me the elevator pitch. For somebody who hasn't come across Ka-Ching, because there's clearly a huge market for people. The whole world is the market for you.
Right. So there's customers have roughly $7 trillion in equity mutual funds, and we're trying to provide an investing talent marketplace where managers can share their track records in a completely transparent fashion, and customers can, with the click of the button, invest like them in their own brokerage account. So, Matt, if you came to Ka-Ching and Timberline Investment Management is an investment manager that just came on the platform, you could come to Ka-Ching, you could follow all of his trades, you could read all of his research, and you could get real-time email updates of all of his trades every time he enters research, and you can go in your own E-Trade account and make them yourself for free. If you want to pay for the convenience to invest like him in your own brokerage account, then you pay an annual management fee to Ka-Ching, which is set by the Genius, and the average fee for is based on assets under management is around 1.25%. So then you go through the process of opening a brokerage account with our partner, Interactive Brokers, and then once you fund the account, the next day you have all the stocks that this investment manager owns pro rata in your own account, and then it's on autopilot. So every time he makes a trade, it makes the exact same trade pro rata in your brokerage account. So
you guys are registered with the SEC as an investment advisor, correct?
Correct.
That allows you to marry to. Do you have hedge funds that that showcase themselves on your platform, or is it just
right now they're just investment managers, some RIAs, smaller RIAs, some big investment managers with over 400 million in the platform, a couple amateurs, but we do have some hedge funds that I'm talking to that want to offer an alternative product on our platform.
So,
but no, it's not a carried interest function now. And gradually in time we might offer something of that nature. But right now it's just a management fee, of which we get 75% of it back to the investment manager.
So you get 25% of any fee that is charged to the customer. 75 goes to the investment advisor, the RIA, the individual.
Right.
But the beautiful thing here, Dan, if I'm understanding this correctly, is the transparency keeps my money in my brokerage account. It never,
it's your own brokerage account.
It never goes to Timberline, as you said, but I'm being managed by Timberline, so I have that full transparency. But I know that my money is here tomorrow, and if I decide, hey, I'm going to check out of the world for the next 2 years, I'm going to spend that money I had to go on a trip, I can get it tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about taking that money out.
Right, and there's no fees for stop mirroring. So if you log in, Matt, and you need that money for a trip, you don't want to mirror Timberline anymore. You click a button and we verify that we trade you out. We trade you out right away.
Dan, can I also say, okay, I like these 7 managers, and I'd like to take my $700,000 and split it up evenly between these 7 managers. Can I do that? Can I say, I want to give 1/7 to each guy and manage kind of my own fund of funds?
Right. Yeah. Right now we have it. It's a little cumbersome now. You have to open an account with each investment manager, but that'll be we'll have one account, single account in beginning of 2010, and we'll have cool shopping cart tools and stuff of that nature where you can diversify your alpha and you can allocate how much capital you want with each investment manager. It'll be really seamless.
And how many people are using the site? I've read some numbers right around 500,000. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's not quite. Well, we have over 425,000 people that have started portfolios, but for the key metrics are from initially when we launched in October 19th, we have roughly $4 million in new customer accounts that have been opened with these particular investment managers, and we have over I think it's 200 and something customers that are taking place. What we found is, we thought our customer base would be twofold. It'd be the people that are frustrated with mutual funds that have been burned, like these people that, and especially in the past year, their money is dwindling in their 401ks. They're just not happy. Then we also thought that real-time kind of transparency world where the people that are on Facebook and Twitter that value that type of transparency, they trust online reputation systems, they would be our main target too.
Right.
What we found is our average age of our initial customers is over 40 years old, and the average net worth is over $1 million, which we were surprised by.